Well, happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Corey. This is CNR Studios, and today we're talking about New Year resolutions and the one dark secret everyone in the LEGO community, whether you're AFOL or not, has. So let's get on to it. So you might be asking, what is that secret? What's that little dark thing we don't like to talk about? We just put in the corner and we ignore. Well, it's pretty simple. So LEGO and third-party LEGO companies that are out there know we're addicted. We're addicted to their product. We're addicted to building. We're addicted to buying. When new stuff comes out, we have to have it. Think how many new sets just LEGO just released. 130 plus on January 1st. Plus more coming out almost every month until August, where we have another 100 and some sets coming out here, at least in North America. Not to mention Brickmania every week. Brick Designers coming out with new stuff. Brick Veteran, K-Town Brick. They just released the Wednesday or the day after Tuesday minifig. Had to have it. All these things are happening. All these things are coming out. What does that leave? Well, it leaves something a little scary. Something we need to have a real and serious talk about. And here it is. Well, the thing is definitely not the AT-AT, because that is just super cool and awesome. Or any of these amazing sets that are built out, on display, looking great, ideas being planned, displays. It's not any of that stuff. For the past week, I've been kind of going through and cleaning out different parts of our house, and I brought everything out onto the floor. And that is the dreaded, unbearable, unsightly backlog. And that backlog is where dreams, unfortunately, go to die. All right, I'm kidding a little bit. We're not talking about dreams like that. Well, we need to have a serious talk about backlog, about buying level, about storing them and not building it. And as you can see, there is a lot, including my January 1st haul. Sets that have been out for a couple years. Sets that I've had from custom builders that I don't know why I haven't built. Army building sets. Totes full of minifigures, parts, things I need to organize, all of this stuff. It's things for future videos. Things that I bought for projects, things I bought for just minifigures, things that I have for collecting or setting aside for investment purposes. All of that is in here. And I think the first thing we need to do, we need to talk about it. We need to sort it, see what things are for what, when I need to build them, what I need to do before I need to build them. So we're gonna start with that. All right, so we have everything kind of organized into piles. We're kind of gonna start over here and work our way around the room. So these guys here, the Avatar, Hydra Stomper, these are going to be a future video. That'll be exciting. I think it'll be a little bit fun to do. But up top is just parts that need to be sorted, parts that need to be sorted or have been sorted. These are the sorted parts and my containers of minifigs. So you can kind of see I use these Plano tackle boxes with dividers. They work well. I don't have a massive parts collection, so this works fine. I'm not Brixie, or certainly not Solid Brick Studios by any stretch of the imagination, so this is kind of what I have. It's enough for what I want to do. But the first pile we're going to start with is going to be my kind of investment pile thing. Now, at any point in time I can decide, I want to keep this and build it, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of these are gift with purchases, retired sets, things like that. Things that I've had for a while just aren't going to build. So we're going to start with first the Lego house. Really cool. I just don't really have a need for it or purpose for it. Next is going to be another gift with purchase, which is Santa's Workshop. I have a little Winter Village. It's just not a display set. I don't understand the purpose of it or why it's for. You get another elf and a Santa minifig, which is cool, some cool parts, but really, personally, I think that's really about it. Then the kind of same could be said with Ray the Castaway. Note the kind of torso looks really familiar from the Medieval Castle 3-in-1 build. It's like they put a pirate in there instead of a pounds person. Anyway, it's cool, it's displayable. I like the box art with 18 plus, but I don't have any pirate sets from when I was a kid and don't have any of the more recent ones, so I don't have a need for it. Same with these guys here. I already have options of these already, so just extras that I've received and that I can get rid of. The next is one that you never know I might decide to build, and that's the Avengers Tower, the one that's not really true to the actual movies, kind of a hybrid between movies and I think a game, because Taser and Blazer have never been in the AIM agents are different, but you get Iron Man and Black Widow, you get a relatively okay several story, one with an arc reactor, 2, 3, 4, and then kind of a roof with landing pad, Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. Some cool things, but my hope and my dream is that a modular 18 plus style will come out. Everyone's hoping for that, especially after we received the Daily Bugle, which means they could build something that size. And of course, Think I'm Seeing Torn with the amount of detail and minifigs both came with, it would definitely be doable. I would make it after, of course, the first Avenger movie. I think that would be pretty cool. And here's another kind of gift with purchase, Cosmic Cardboard Adventures, which is like a space ideas selection, and I just don't like it. It's a kid in his room, he's built a cardboard spaceship. There were so many other options, more realistic based, but they went with this, and that's okay. I got it, and I'll probably sell it one day. Next up is a Bricklink designer set. It is another one I might build one day. I just don't know if it's going to fit in what I originally had thought of. It is the Mountain Windmill 2086 parts. It's an abandoned windmill, does not come with a minifig. It does look really good. I do like the look of it. This thing I just don't know if I'm going to have space for. And that same is said with the next set, which is T-Rex Rampage. This is one I'm on the air out. I think it's going for a really fair amount right now. So this one I'm just going to keep up. I do love the details on the back of the gate with the Easter eggs. Dennis Nerdy's computer. The toilet where the lawyer is sitting down when he gets eaten. The downstairs where Malcolm is getting his leg nursed back. Eating ice cream. And then just kind of the eggs and everything else. I do like it quite a bit, but I just don't know about space. Next up, got some just miscellaneous things. This is a Wrist Resistance A-Wing. I just don't like the resistance that much. It does come with a couple named characters, which is cool. I'm just not a fan of as much as I love Star Wars, I'm very disappointed by the sequel trilogy, and it's only gotten worse, especially as we've seen other Star Wars stuff come out, especially like Andor, which I absolutely loved. Next, we have a Spider-Man Far From Home set. It is the Stark Jet, and it's okay. I just don't really, the Quinjet coming out, the new one, I don't really need it. It's cool, it's fine. The movie was probably my least favorite, definitely my least favorite of the three, for sure. So, you know, it's fine. And then Grogu, the adorable Grogu. Why haven't this is one of those things I wanted to build, just never built. I've had it for a long time, it feels like. I mean, when did this come out? It came out in 2020, so I've had it for a while. I don't have any other buildable characters like this, so it really doesn't fit in. And again, display, everything comes down to space, so that might be just a better one to move on from at some point. So that is the investment pile. These are the file of part out stuff. So road plates for the city, poly bags. Some of these sets I just got for the minifigs, including this one was on clearance. I got it for Mighty Thor and Gore the God Butcher. This was a gift from a friend. However, another part out here. I think I got this of all places at Aldi's for just a few bucks. So parted out, do with that. Microfighter. I really wanted the Han Solo. I might build it and display it. I don't know. But potential part out there. Some more minifig pack. The advent calendar, which I've only built a couple things on. I just need to take all the stuff I want out, part it out. The Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader duel. I got it purely. There's, I think, a special going on at Target, so I got $10 off on it, or a $10 gift card back, I should say. So, but I wanted for the figs because you got a great Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, Tala in her Imperial uniform, and then Ned B, and then some good parts I think for future builds. Is just some larger display sets I got to build. This for the medieval scene is the Creator 3-in-1 Viking ship. One I can't believe I haven't built yet is the Back to the Future DeLorean with the printed parts pack, which I've talked about before. Next is for my space stuff. This was a Christmas gift. International Space Station idea set. Really cool. Very excited about that. A couple speed champs. Of course, the one I just talked about. And the Dodge Charger and Challenger, which is just okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. And then another set I can't believe I haven't built is the Brick Builders, right? Yeah, Bricker Build, excuse me, got it backwards. Mosquito and Ember with a light brick, light my bricks stuff in it. So that was cool. Next up is stuff that I need to build that will go display in my office. One of these I recently got is the Great Pyramid of Giza. Absolutely gorgeous set. This will fit better. I was thinking about getting 2 and doing the full pyramid, but I think for when I'm going to display it, half will be sufficient. Then I have 2 botanicals, including the orchid, which is really cool, and then the bouquet, which I know they just announced the wildflower bouquet, which looks pretty cool. Then I have the brick heads. All right, continuing on, next we have stuff for the city, which is mainly just modular buildings. And I haven't built these mainly because I need to make Mills plates and get things parted out and set up for that. So I have the bookshop, we have the corner garage, we have the boutique hotel, and then we have the police station. And like I said, I'm waiting to get the jazz club when there's a better gift purchase for it to go along. And then to kind of supplement these, I have a random police car. It's okay. I'll get a better one. The taxi, which some people hate, I don't mind. I think it looks just fine. It'll be good in the city. And then some Brickmania sets I thought would be cool. We need a squad car. You know, there's always fires and hazards and things going on. And then, well, there's not always good guys, so we need Bonnie and Clyde. Love that vehicle. I think it's just a beautiful design. I absolutely love the figures and the effort that went into that. So that's really cool. Next up is kind of the superhero stuff. It's mainly Marvel and a couple of DC sets thrown in. So we have the Guardian ship. Again, no, I just got to build it. Need to build it, put it over there, put it in the city, something. It's cool. The Batman, Batcave, Riddler face-off. It's going to go there with the Batmobile on the tumbler. The Black Widow ship, got this on clearance. Again, I've gone into the part out because I really just wanted it for those figures. Bolt Multiverse of Madness, Gargantos. Bro Thor's New Asgard. Just a little display set. I think that's so cool. And then we got the Infinity Gauntlet to go on that shelf there. The Wonder Woman 84, the set that no one can sell. Honestly, it's a bunker. Tell me otherwise. That's a bunker. We're gonna make it a bunker. And then I have 3 sets that are pretty much very similar to each other. The one is different. Let's see if that'll stay. And these are the 3 Iron Man armories. So we got that one, which I think is, oh boy, older one. That big one there. I don't know what that is. Don't really care what that is, but just wanted for the armor. And the new one, which is part of the Infinity Saga. This was a birthday gift. Very expensive, but boy, you get some incredible figs. Including War Machine, Whiplash, Mark III, Mark 85, Mark 25. Just some good stuff. So that is that pile. Next is the Star Wars pile, which just has a new build, including Luke's Land Sweeter US A-Wing UCS set. We got a TIE Fighter. We have one already, but I want to do a little scene with the TIE Fighter and the TIE Bomber. The AT-TE. The Imperial Probe Droid, which is one I haven't decided if I'm going to keep and build, or it might wind up over there. I'm not sure. And then the Bad Batch shuttle is buried back there. With the Bad Batch shuttle, I have some parts from Minifigs for You, a couple poly bags, and then the Brick Designers parts for whenever I get a rig increased. And then army building. Got a ton of army building stuff, including 3 Snow Trooper battle packs for that guy. 4 Mandalorian battle pack because they're awesome. 2 more 501st. The Imperial Armored Marauder, 2 of those because you get a good minifig selection, especially that mortar droid or mortar droid, artillery trooper, mortar trooper, whatever you want to call them. And then, of course, the new 501st. And then finally, the most expensive pile, the Brickmania pile. And it's a little big. Now, a lot of these are from that buy 2, get 1 free sale they had. But we're going to break it down left to right. Here we got some non-Brickmania, including a NK Custom Bricks set, which would go with that F-14 whenever I get the parts to build that. Some track links, wheels, different track links for different builds that I can do. A whole mess of just printed parts, brick arms, stickers, minifig, helmets, minifig, saber, minifig, another one, another one, another one, Legion, Legionnaire, Dragoons, a Brick Designers parts pack for one of their instructions for an AMRAP, Apollo Soyuz mission tile pack, shuttle mission tile pack, Wunderwaffe crate from last year, a mini kit, World War II motorcycle, and military police. Whew, that's a lot. Now for these guys. So, some of these you've already seen. Panzer II Alsef F, Stug Als 3 Alsef B, assault gun, the new Humvee M1151A1 with the NATO brick built camo. Some good printing. Interested to see how that's going to look. M5A1 761st Tank Battalion Stuart. Notice the Black Panthers. Very cool. Bigger stuff. T-34 76 model Soviet tank. JU 87D1-1 Stuka German dive bomber. This is the early war model, not the air-to-ground attack model that has the guns under the wings. Very cool. And then a German Arado AR-234C jet bomber with a Parasite bomber underneath, or Parasite fighter. Good looking jet. And then some that you probably haven't seen before that I did receive by, including the first one, which is the Beffel's Panther. Look at that print job. Holy cow. And I got the 2 add-on minifigs to go with it. That's just a beautiful, absolutely beautiful set. Of course, to go with that, I did need the T-26E3, so the experimental model Pershing, known as Eagle 7, with Clarence Smoyer. And of course, the book Spearhead that's been signed by Clarence and Adam Mako, so that's why it's a little bit bigger box. Very cool. And then 2 Sikorsky, well, 1 official Sikorsky helicopter, which is the old Seahawk. This thing is incredible. I need to build that menacing looking helicopter. And then the non-official official helicopter, which is the MHX Ghost Hawk, the stealth model used in the operation to capture Osama bin Laden that allegedly crashed. And I think that's everything. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna have a conversation real quick. All right, thank you all for sticking around for that video. That's a lot. That's a lot of time, a lot of investment, a lot of work to buy this all. Best time is time to enjoy it and to build it. So my goal this year is to really be more critical of what I buy and not just buy to buy, not just because it's a good deal, because it comes with all these things, but truly want something. And I do want the new Jazz Club because I want it for my city, but I want to wait till it's more valuable to buy. I know later this year they're coming, or in a couple months they're coming out with a expensive, large Lord of the Rings direct-to-consumer set, and I want that bad, like really bad. There's also 2 other big sets I want, which includes the Razor Crest. I really want that, and I want the Titanic. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of time to build those 2, so that's the other thing. We already have a lot here to kind of figure out to build with. So just finding content. You know, Brickmania's coming out with stuff every day. I don't need to buy every Brickmania set. I don't have space for it. I don't have the energy for it. Today is Friday when I'm filming it, so they just dropped the F-16 Falcon. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely some of the new printing, especially for print details. Some of the new 3D printing that they're doing is incredible. You know, they dropped their calendar, so there's some other new sets coming out, including a new Easy 8, specifically probably from a movie. Pretty cool. They're coming out with a monitor, which is a Vietnam War Riverine craft. Of course, I love my Vietnam sets. They have the new Huey come out. There's just a lot. And sometimes it can be mind-boggling with the amount of stuff that's there for you to buy. You know, Black Series, I collect Black Series. There's all those coming out. I just went through Big Bag Toy Store and just got stuff out of my pile, deleted it, canceled it because I don't need it. Because I know the other stuff's coming. You don't need everything. We don't need everything. I'm not a completionist. I don't want to be a completionist because, A, I think my wife would probably kill me. Might already after seeing this video. I don't know. But she knows it brings me joy and happiness, so she deals with it. I just need to find joy and happiness with it as well, and so do you all too. And so for me, having too much stuff, having so much stuff, I've been working really hard the past few weeks just cleaning and getting rid of stuff, getting things organized, getting things in better shape. I did a lot to prep for kind of redoing and reorganizing all the Lego, all the backlog stuff to get to work on the city, things like that. So it takes time, it takes energy. So yeah, my New Year's resolution, buy less, be content, plan, have a better plan for what I want, what's coming out. You know, they also collect some of the Speed Champs, and they just announced some Speed Champs, and I might only buy one of those, might not buy any, I don't know. Maybe just a Ferrari, because it looks pretty cool. The others, I'm not into super hyper cars. Super hyper sounds like a flying car. Maybe Elon Musk is gonna get on that, I don't know. But I don't need them. They're cool, they're very cool, but I gotta be picky and more selective, so. That's kind of the message, you know. Everyone, have a happy New Year. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday. We had a wonderful Christmas, a Hanukkah, and whatever you may or may not celebrate. I just hope you had a good time to spend with family and friends, because that's what's really important. So, otherwise, stay tuned for the next one. It's gonna involve some Avatar. And where they at? Right there. Huh, that's weird. Is that a helicopter, an attack helicopter made by the United States government? Huh. Hydra Stomper. Wasn't that U.S. Army, World War II? Huh. Lego doesn't make military though, so we're okay. You guys, have a good one.